Hey everybody, Cheezehead Chris coming at you. So, Steve Winkelman's been hounding me. He wants to see a boat video. Well, so here's the boat. It's a new to me boat. I think it's an old low. She's not pretty, but she should work. I know the engine runs. I don't know if it floats. It has not been in the water. I got it late last fall. Backed it up just to see it to get the engine running, and it ran, but I'm sure it floats. But old man winter is just holding on. We had 65 degrees yesterday, and I know the ice melted a lot, but the lakes are still pretty covered. We'll check out a couple of the local lakes I live in between just to see how they are. But we're supposed to be making ice this week overnight. A couple of nights we're supposed to get down to the low 20s. So kind of hard to melt ice when you're making ice. So, but yeah, see, I gotta clean it up, clean it out, get everything out of here. This is just an old garage that is on our old family farmstead. It's actually, the building is made out of boards from the old barn, which I'll show you was, you can see the foundation over there, I think. And stuff like that, you can see. Can you see it? I can't see it. Yeah, right over there, right where my finger is. And then, you can see, that's just the field. We have 85 acres here. As you can hear, the wind is just howling today, so not very spring-like. So we will let's go check out the lakes. I'll bring it back then and see what happens. Like I say, our fishing opener is in 2 weeks, 2 weekends from today. Could be interesting. So I'll bring it back. We're gonna hit the lakes. Okay, see you then. Oofta. Yeah, it's a tad windy out there, as you can see. I decided to come in here and film so you can at least hear me. But yeah, this is the lake that I'm hoping to be on in 2 weeks. This is Nelson Lake. As you can see, it's still pretty well iced over. So this is actually a flowage. Back in the 40s, I think, they built the dam, would be on the north end of the lake, and sorry, on my phone here, my steering wheel, and they say it flooded, and this, you can see it up here, they're back, before they flooded it, there was a farm on there, and it is now, half of it is owned by the DNR, and there are, on the other side of the island, and there are a few private residences on this side of the island. Yeah, as you can see there, I don't know if you can see, I should probably switch this around. If you can see all those rocks there, right here, there were, like I said, there's a house being built, and they were all full of boulders and stuff, and I'm not sure how long it took, but there were 3 skid steers hauling big boulders across to the island. If they were for the shore or for fill, I don't know. But yeah, so this is Nelson Lake, and back in the day, it was a pretty good walleye lake. It really got depleted, but in the last 20 years or so, they've really, the walleyes have come up. The Lake Association and DNR have been, it's not as good as it used to, as it was, but it's a lot better. So it's a good walleye lake, good crappie and bluegill. So, and there's some bass in here, which actually kind of took over the lake, and they've tried to eradicate the bass. But so, yeah. So anyhow, that's Nelson Lake. we'll take you next to Smith Lake, and then I'll take you down to what we call Namakagon Lake, or the river. It's actually the river, but we'll take you there in a bit. But first off, next to Smith Lake, which is closer to my house. This is literally on the west side of this lake. Or excuse me, the west. The hell direction am I? Would be the west side, I think. I don't know. Anyhow, I can actually hear it butts up right very close to our property. On a silent day or night, I can actually hear the motors running on the lake. So I'm really not that far from the other side of the lake. So, okay. We'll see you in a bit. Now we're at, this lake is the closest to me. It's literally just a mile from my house or so, just down the road. And this is Smith Lake. And if you can see, we got a couple Canadian geese. And so it's still, I don't know, we could, it's pretty gray today. The wind has helped a lot, I think, but it could be open in 2 weeks. The bay over here, that's open, so that's a good sign. So we'll keep our hopes up, huh? So, and by the way, there will be a part 2 when I actually take the boat out of the shed and get it ready and all that stuff. So, Steve, I'll take care of you, man. So, okay. So this is Smith Lake. We got traffic going by. Probably thinking, who the hell's that idiot? But, yeah. So there you have it. So on to the next one. Ice is not off Smith Lake or Nelson Lake. I can come to here. This is the Namakagon River. Lake. Actually, the river, lake, whatever. You've seen me do many videos from the river. This is kind of in the middle. This is right in the town of Hayward. And I've never fished it. Just never have. But there's big fish in it because they pulled that thing out of there. Where is it? Here. This thing, yeah. That came out of this water. Sure, yeah, sure it did. That is the big fish, as the locals like to call it. That is the National Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame. It's quite interesting, and people actually get married. You can see here in the mouth of the big fish. About once a year, you see a wedding up there. But yeah, so there you go, Steve. There's my plans. I know it wasn't much of the boat, but anywho, pray for warm, people. Pray for warm. Tired of this cold crap. So, until next time, keep her cheesy. Get outside. Cheezehead out.